I did have someone mansplain something to me once, which was a very odd experience because I've never had that before. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Please ignore the background. I don't know what's going on with it, right? So let me explain. I did this wall in spring and I thought, right, I've got a perfect idea for a backdrop. I'll do a green wall and I'll change it every season. So this was my spring season. I had some like little pink candle holders there. It was really pretty. And then for summer, I just didn't do it because I've been busy and I'm lazy sometimes and I forgot. And now it's autumn and I thought, right, I need to get some autumn stuff. I've got my autumn nails. We're going to do some autumn makeup whilst I talk about how I get different. Now I have transitioned. This is for the next video. So if you want to see this, my next full length video, which will be out in a few days, come and have a look. So we'll do this together. I'm not going to get too close to the camera today because I am having electrolysis tomorrow and I'm not allowed to shave for like 5 days to a week before because they need the hair long enough so she can zap it and then slide the hair out. So I have a little bit of a tash going on, like an actual tash, which I just hate. I'm going to talk about how I get different, the good ways I get different and some not so good ways whilst we do our makeup today. So grab a drink. Do makeup with me if you want to do makeup, or just have a little listen and we'll just chill and chat. And life's good, the sun's out, so let's get on with this makeup. L'Oreal Hyaluron Expert with SPF 20 in. I've already put that on, which is why I've got a bit of a glow. How are you guys? Have we all had a good week? Brushes. But I'm really good. I feel really good. What is that? I am disgusting. I actually hate myself sometimes, an old eyelash. I'm just using an orange eyeshadow. The way that this works is the orange counteracts the greeny blue tones of facial hair. So if you have any pigmentation above your upper lip, not necessarily hair, because sometimes women also get like a dark pigmentation, just try putting a little bit of orange eyeshadow above. You can get a cream one as well, but it's more hardcore. But an orange eyeshadow over your primer or moisturiser, and then just blur it out. And then when you put your foundation over top, it's much less noticeable, the shadow. I've scrubbed all my fake tan off, so I'm just going to go in with my lightest foundation, which is the Maybelline 30 Hour Wear. Where to begin? How I get different? I get very different now I have transitioned or transitioning. We'll go back to the beginning because I got very different when I first started my transition to now, absolutely for sure. So when I first started my transition and I'd be going out looking like this, wig on, very visibly trans. Obviously, all trans people are at the start because before hormones kick in and you have facial hair if you're a trans woman and so on and so on and so on. It's quite noticeable. So I got stared at quite a lot. One thing that I did find a little bit weird is people weren't scared of me. I don't want to say that because I know a lot of people are very open and understanding. I think people were curious as to what I was. I did actually get strangers coming up and asking me if I was a she-male or if I was a lady boy, someone once asked me, or if I was a drag queen. Plenty of different things. People would be like nervous around me. I don't know if they were nervous because it was new to them or they didn't want to offend me, but it was fine. It was just people are scared of what they don't know or understand, I think. So I think that's where it came from. A lot of the time, people were just sort of more cautious around me. When I used to go food shopping, random, I know. I used to go food shopping to Aldi, I still do. But I went one time and I had my wig on and my makeup, but it was pretty clear that I was a man. And the woman who was serving me, so lovely. She complimented me on my nails and asked where I got them done, and they were so pretty because I've always had my nails on since I started transitioning. Going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. It's my current favourite concealer, and I'm just doing underneath my eyes. I do my eyelids, I do my nose, I do my chin, I do my stash area. So where was I? Every time I'd go into the supermarket after that, every week when I do my weekly food shop, and if I ended up at her till, she'd always say something to me and she'd just make me feel comfortable. And that in itself is just such an incredible, cool thing that she went out of her way to make me feel good and seen and valid and confident enough to continue. Obviously, my family and friends and Liam were helping me build my confidence in Alexis. But going out into the world can be a bit of a scary thing, and having a complete stranger just show you so much kindness, it's so rare now, and it was great. So thank you if you ever hear this video. Things did start to change a little bit when I started to pass-ish. So when I was looking more feminine, still clockable. I mean, I'm still clockable, I think, now. But when I was sort of like in that are they, aren't they kind of region, and please, I hope no one gets offended with how I speak about this, because I'm talking about my experience here and no one else's. But when I was in that middle area where people weren't sure or some people were confused, when I was looking a little bit more feminine, but still I'd say somewhat clockable, I did get some negativity, but I also got some positivity, and it always came from a good place. So I always just said thank you. So one time I was in a gay bar and with Leah, we were just having some drinks. And as we were walking out, a gay guy, he was quite merry, bless him. And he grabbed me. I didn't have social media, by the way, at this point, so there's no context of what I was talking about online or anything. He didn't know who I was. And he just looked at me and he grabbed me and pulled me towards him and said, "What you are doing is changing the world. You're amazing." And I was like, why? What am I doing? You only need the tiniest bit of this. If you ever use cream blush, the Revolution one in Savage Coral, tiny bit, a little goes a long way. I've had to like blend it out so much on this side. So he grabbed me and he was telling me how I was changing the world and I was amazing and I was fighting for everything, and I'm like, hon, I'm really not, I'm just transitioning, but thank you. See, I've used too much. Oh, he was being so lovely though, and it came from a good place, but I just didn't know what to say. I just wanted to go out and have a glass of wine with my fiance. I need to sort that out. That looks absolutely disgusting. I've been wearing makeup for 15 years. I used to wear foundation and stuff as a boy. And then even when I was still living as a gay man in my early 20s, I was wearing eyeshadow. You'd think I'd be able to do this now, but I still can't do it that well. I actually have to go out the house today. I'm going to order the kitchen floor. Grown-up life. I'll pull my hair down and then that's fine. I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me powder to try and mattify everything, and also that's better, there we go, tone everything down. Someone said to me the other day at work that I need to blend it down my neck because I didn't, and it was very noticeable. So thank you for the shady comment, but it's much appreciated. Now, someone said don't rub, pat. I've also had a cold this week, so my nose is all gross, so that's why I'm trying not to get too close to you guys so you can't see it, because it's a little bit crusty and flaky. I'm sure you didn't need to know that, but there you go. I'm very, sporadic in these videos. I know, I'm sorry, I can't just stay on topic. I've never tried, believe it or not, Vicks, you know, the nose thing that you put inside and breathe in. When I first woke up in the morning and I was really congested, and I just used that, amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm sure you all know what it is, and you've probably all used it, and I'm probably last to the party, but there you go. How does it match? It matches enough, it's fine. No one's gonna look that close. I've just been putting bronzer just right back here, and that's it. And I think it's looking a little bit more natural. You know what I mean. I'm using the Benefit Brow Styler. This is almost out. It's clicking. I need something new. Can anyone recommend a good drugstore brow pencil or something? How do I get treated differently now? I blend in more and maybe pass a little bit more. And it's very, very different in some good ways and in some bad ways. We were at a gay bar, going in with Mila, this orangey shade. Oh, it's very dirty. So we were in the bar and we decided to nip to the loo. It was a unisex toilet, so me and Liam obviously could go in together. Liam walked down to the bottom to the urinal and I was queuing up for one of the cubicles. It was very, very busy in there, a lot of people around. This guy walks in and he's like 50s. And he comes up to me and says, "Oh, it's very busy in here, just making conversation," which was absolutely fine, of course. So I was like, "Oh, I know, it's so busy. Well, there's urinals down there. If you want to go down there and use them, I think you'll be quicker if you really need the toilet." I'm just putting this on and I'll blend it out in a minute. And he didn't say that. That's me saying that. So he said, "Oh, okay, will do, thank you." And then he was behind me. We were talking here, and then he went to walk behind me and he put his hands on my waist and said, "Thank you very much, love." And then as he was walking off, he slid his hand along my bottom. I've never had someone come into my personal space like that. It really caught me off guard. I didn't say anything. And I'm annoyed at myself that I didn't say anything. But in the moment, I was so surprised and so taken aback by what had just happened. I'm obviously fine. But I'm annoyed that I didn't say, excuse me, what are you doing? Why are you touching me like that? That's not appropriate. My fiance is literally down there, and even if I didn't have a fiance, it's still not okay. But I didn't say anything, and I don't know why. And it's really, really, to this day, this happened a few months ago. And to this day, it's still really bothering me that I didn't call him out on it. I feel like now, if it happens again, I'm more prepared, so I can say or act or do something differently in that moment. Okay, I just finished up my eye makeup. We've got like a autumn copper kind of vibe with my favourite mascara on. Now I'm going to do some lashes. These were just off Shein. I feel like with women, for the most part, I get treated the same. So now I'm more transitioned and I blend in more. I feel like generally women treat me the same as they did as when I was a gay man. I don't feel like there's any difference there really. Whereas men, I get treated very differently. I'm going to apply my lashes because I don't think I can talk whilst I do it. Rimmel in 730 Matte, the perfect nude, will go in with this shade. It's like it's a perfect nude. Women, like I said, don't really treat me much differently, but men definitely do. I feel like I get doors held open for me more by some men, and sometimes men just try and have conversation with me. So, for instance, if I used to go into a bar and it was a male bar staff, I would be at the last of the list to get served. Whereas now, if I go out and I'm looking maybe a little bit more glam, I get served a lot quicker, which is crazy to me. Mainly, men are just nicer to me, and I guess that's to do with, I don't know, me looking more feminine. I don't know. It's very, very strange. I did have someone mansplain something to me once, which was a very odd experience because I've never had that before. It was in my old job. And they were telling me something about what I was doing and how I needed to do it. And I knew what I was doing. And they were trying to be helpful. So I just sort of smiled and nodded. But I feel like if I was a man in that situation, it would have been different. But I might be wrong. Again, I don't know. Right, I'm ready. I'm going to go and order our new kitchen floor. I am going to do a video, I think, because our kitchen when we first bought the house was a mess, and it's taken us a long time, so we've done it all ourselves, and it's been expensive, so it's taken us like 9 months to get to where we are now, but it's almost finished. I think when it's finished, I'm going to show you guys. But yeah, that's how I get treated differently through my transition up until now. Next video, we're going to sort this out because this is driving me crazy. It needs to be autumn now because that is the vibe we're in. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me talk about this today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have anything you'd like me to if you have anything you like me to discuss, I can't speak anymore. You like me to discuss. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a cheeky, one of these. And let me know if you want me to talk about anything in a future video. Just comment down below. I hope you all have a lovely day. We're alive. It's all good. Let's be happy. Someone said that to me the other day. They said, life's too short to be sad and miserable. We just need to be happy because we're alive. And I was just like, oh, okay, love that motto. So that's how I'm going to try and be always from now on. I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next. Bye.